Hello, hello, hello. I just want to film the rhododendron because they are so beautiful. With the wind and the sun, it is such a pleasure. Oh my gosh. It is nice, is this? Nice, is this? Is awesome. The colors. Oh my gosh, leopard pattern on the inside, really beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous leopard pattern. In some of them it is real faint, like real sweet spots on the inside. Awesome. Awesome, look at that, Cinderella buds. The Cinderella buds are about to open up, and they are about to open up into a gala gown with matching fingernail polish. Beautiful. I envision this is gonna open up into a smooth, leathery gown for a woman. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Here's another one. Beautiful. Here's another one. It's gorgeous. Oh, lots and lots and lots of. There's the gala gown hidden in there in that bud. Beautiful. Is another one. There are more. The full bloom of the gala gown. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. They look like dresses. Beautiful, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And there are the leopard patterns on the inside. Gorgeous. Look at that gorgeous leopard pattern. Beautiful, 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 and keeps going, keeps on going. And there are more up there, whipping in the sun. So, 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 so beautiful and so gorgeous. And there are my roses, and we have to protect them. We have to put more of that chicken wire around it to protect them from the deer, because the deer, they love roses. I don't think they eat the rhododendron because the rhododendron are actually hallucinogenic. It's a tongue breaker. Oh, you can eat a flower. You can eat one of these dresses here. One of those bell-shaped, flared dresses you can eat. But don't eat any more than that, because I don't know what that might do. I've eaten one, it didn't do anything, but you know, if I ate too many of them, I don't know, that might cause some hallucination. Oh my gosh, this is nice. Oh, this is amazing. Look at these colors. It's incredible. The way the sun shines through those flower dresses. It's just so incredibly vibrant and amazing. This is stellar. This is galactic. Stellarness is that. It's so incredibly amazing. So I guess I'm gonna sit here and look at the flowers, enjoy the flowers. It's beautiful, so gorgeous. So I want to capture this in its beauty. So in every moment that more of the flowers are opening up and showing their beauty, and I want to capture this all in video form because it is such a joy. So I live for those joys in my life. And we need to all do this. We need to meditate on joy and on beauty and on all the abundance that's already there in the world, that's all the way around us. And practice gratitude and be grateful for all of this, what we have. And put your mind into it for the beauty that we have. And then we completely change our mindset on all of this. Then we're no longer in depression. We're no longer feeling victimized or something, or cheated or betrayed or whatever most of us feel. I've felt like this my whole life. So, but to be in that mindset is not moving us forward. We have to transcend that mindset, and we need to look at the things that are absolutely beautiful and that are there, that are present to us, that are holding their hands to us, like these leaves, young leaves of the azalea. This is an azalea. The flower is a little bit smaller than the rhododendron. It's very beautiful too, pink. And so we need to shake hands with the beauty that reaches their hands out towards us. And we say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what we need to do, okay? And then we get into a different mind state and we feel better, and it's wonderful. So, and we need to question society and their standards and their propaganda and their values and all of this. Question neurotic values and embrace the real values. The real values are plants, life, animals, dogs, horses, cows, pigs. You see a meadow with animals and you say, thank you for existing. Thank you for being there. And they'll come up to you and they will gently put their velveteen nose on your face. And you say, thank you for being there, you beautiful, beautiful being. And that's a wonderful experience. That's much better than going to a nightclub or into a crowded office, working real hard to get a little bit money so that you can be part of the corporate enslavement chain. No, it's not worth it. No. That's why a lot of people, they buy themselves a van. Some people can't afford a new one, they have to buy an old one. But that's better than to keep going into the office. There are movies made about this horror of it. Some of them are comedy, some of them are horror movies. The Office. Where there isn't even a window to the outdoors. So reevaluate all of this. Ask yourself, what does my body actually need? What do I actually need? Do I need all of these things that people think they need? Or do I need to sit in nature and bathe in a hot springs or in a mud bath and smell flowers and see the abundance of flowers? This is true wealth. This is infinite wealth. This is what that is. Plants are infinite wealth, but because of fake values and religion and indoctrination, people don't see the real values anymore. They become cut off from it. They become disconnected. And in that process of disconnection, they destroy things. Let's undo this. Let's stop right there and do a complete U-turn. You can do it. You can do it. So I wanted to, I've been thinking about this earlier, how I'm going to word this. And I think the best way to explain these kind of things is by using concrete examples. So from what I observe in my life with people. So for example, in LA, we used to take our former dogs, Ludwig and Samantha, Great Dane, Harlequin Great Danes. We used to walk at night because LA was just too crowded during the day. And the stores were open 24 hours, and we had already had our store clerk friends that we went to. With every store we took our dogs to at night, like 12 or 1 or 2 a.m. Some of them were like Vietnamese hot chocolate vendors that knew us, and homeless people that knew us, and all kinds of different people, and early bird worker people that would see us. We hadn't even gone to bed yet. They already got up. They got their coffee. We got our hot chocolate at 5 a.m. And so that's how we just hiked through LA with our dogs and in safe places in Marina Del Rey. Not through the bad area, not through the dangerous areas, but the dogs also kept us safe, of course. You know, there were some shady people that hollered at us, but the shady people, they didn't come anywhere into the outer margins because they saw the dogs and they knew they would not stand a chance to these 200-pounders. So it was amazing. So we went to, what's that, Rite Aid in Marina Del Rey and Culver City, and there was Cheryl working. Cheryl, I love Cheryl. If you see this video, I love you. I sent you infinitely many hearts and love. You are wonderful. And I saw her again at a different location. I can't disclose this where, but they were traveling, and I happened to see Cheryl again, and I gave her a hug, and I was so happy to see her again. So we were doing activism. But anyway, a long time ago, you know, we went with our dogs to see Cheryl, and she would always come out the store, and because one would always wait outside with the dogs while the other one is going in to get something, a snack or something. So she would come out of the store and she would bring a jerky bag with, you know, dried turkey jerky or something, or chicken jerky. and she would feed the dogs a whole lot of that, and that was so sweet and touching. Every time we came, she came out with the bag of the chicken or turkey jerky and gave pieces of that to the dogs, and they were so happy, and it was so deeply touching. So these are acts of love. These are acts of kindness and love and infinite warmth. And infinite warmth and infinite love is totally unrestricted. Okay, there are no objections, there are no ifs or buts involved, there are no second thoughts, there are no agendas, there is no trickery involved, no money, there is no, I don't know, there's no need for anything, there is no want, there's no jealousy, there is no entitlement, any of these things. Okay? It's just Cheryl, the dogs, and us, sharing a space of love and warmth and happiness. And so when Ludwig died, it was very hard. It was very hard in 2004. After Ludwig died, we took Samantha to see Cheryl, and she came out with the jerky bag. And we said Ludwig died at age 11 and a half. That's a good age for a Great Dane, for a full-blooded Great Dane. Samantha was a quarter Labrador, so she should have lived actually longer, but she didn't because she died at age 11. She should have lived at least 2 years longer, but because she had a tumor from pesticides. She fell on someone's lawn where they had sprinkled pesticides, and that caused her to develop a tumor. It's real tragic. Okay, so Samantha died later. She was much younger than Ludwig. So, but Ludwig had died, and his hips had given out, and old age, and all kinds of illness, and spinal cord problems, and all of this, what old people have. And Cheryl was very sad, and she gave jerky to Samantha, and then she said to us, Ludwig had a good life with you, and he's in heaven now. And see, this is an act of pureness, of love and kindness, even though my husband is an atheist. And I was an atheist at that time. So actually, I'd already become a panpsychist. I became a panpsychist in 2003. So I was already, but I wasn't religious. I didn't have this idea of heaven and all of that. It's like, but neither one of us would say anything, even though my husband is very argumentative with people. He would never say anything in such a warm and amazing situation, because this is love. This is just pureness and love. And even though she brings in something that has been told to her and that is just a thought school, she uses whatever she has learned in her life, but she brings it into a realm of love and kindness. Because the rigid-minded way of looking at these religions, I see this in people. Most of these people don't even include animals into it. So, and I don't know what the Bible all says. I never read that book. I saw some sequences in it. None of that made any sense to me. So never understood why people cling to something like this that doesn't even make any sense, and that's also contradictory. And one person says this, the other person says that. Lots of speculations, lots of telltales and myths and interpretations of things without scientific knowledge. So, but Cheryl just transported this into beauty, because she includes the animals. And of course, the animals are included, from the wider perspective and the infinite cosmos, and from the direct perspective as well, of course. So, from all perspectives, yeah, except from the rigid minded, disconnected, disconnected mind states. They don't, they cut themselves off from the truth. The truth is, the animals are just like us. They are part of this. We all transcend, we all, maybe not heaven, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, We go, I call it the Orion Nebula, we, or beyond, not just Orion Nebula is at the specific point in the coordinates. So I'm going anywhere, We can flatter out anywhere and into infinity. Okay, so, and the dogs are just in the same way we are. Okay, the same souls. Ludwig happened to have, he became a student of life during his lifetime. Okay, that's a second level. Samantha is a light worker. Okay, I'm an indigo. My husband's a light worker. Okay, our souls are going through the, they're all the same. They're going through, each soul goes through their learning stages. Okay, I was a dog in my former life. I was a beige Great Dane in my former life during the Hitler regime in Germany. Very, very, very tragic story. Okay, I found out about this during a meditation. Okay, I will be a white Great Dane in my next life. And in the life after that, I will be a female European Basset Hound. Hello, 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 Stellar Jays. And in the life after that, hello, hello, in the life after that, I will be a woman, a human woman again. So, and we shift, and then I don't know about the lives after that. Might be a man in a future lifetime, or a bird, or a horse. So soul is a soul. We come in different forms, also in plant form too. So the soul can attach itself or go into anything it wants to. It can also stay in an ethereal form, in, they call it the bardo state. It's not the good state to be in. It's better to be settled somewhere. You can settle into a stone, literally. Yeah. So, and some souls stay in mineral state for millions of years because they just they want this groundedness. They need it. They need that. Okay, and then at some point they get unearthed, and there may even be the end of their mineral state existence. And that's very interesting because there's a film by a woman named Sylvia from Germany, and she went into gem mines in Germany, crystal mines inside of a forest in South Germany. I think the Black Forest. And there is a mine, and they took her into that mine, and it was absolutely shocking what I saw there. When they they cut into these mineral walls. Suddenly there are formations that form themselves of crying eyes within the formation of that mineral rock that had been chopped into. People will say, oh, that's just a coincidence, and that's, or you can interpret it as an eye, I will interpret it as something else. But no, 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 no. I've seen the eye formation that cries, and interestingly, so actually some of them have there towards the eye shape of the blue god that I make. But a lot of them have the eye shape of the Nefertiti from Egypt. The way the Nefertiti has been embalmed and also been depicted, you know, and also the hieroglyphs of female eyes with the mascara that comes way out like this. Those eyes I have seen in that cave, in that mining cave, that have accidentally formed themselves. You would think this is a hieroglyph, but it's not. It's they chopped into that mineral and ended a soul or two soul or several souls mineral state. And so that's how this crying eye has formed itself. It's an expression of that soul. And the expression is, you took me out of my 10 million year sleep, and now I have to go back into the Orion Nebula. You unearthed my home, my mineral state, existence. Very interesting, I think. Very, very metaphysical. Amazing. It sent shivers down my spine when I watched this. An amazing, amazing film. I'll try to find it. It's on YouTube. It's the film has won awards in Germany. It's a German documentary film, but it has been synchronized. It has been translated. And, I mean, they still have the original tone, but it's in the background, and they have a regular translator voice in the front, not subtitles, but a regular, you know, like a documentary film from another country, but it's been translated, synchronized, and beautifully, well done, well done. English with English-speaking German ladies, and the main voice, an English-speaking German lady with a German accent, and beautifully translated Sylvia's conversations and what Sylvia has written and said as a narrative. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful translation, beautifully spoken. Absolute wonderful, wonderful film. I tried to find it and I will put the link under the video. Okay, you guys take care. Bye-bye.